Ask and you shall receive. We are back with another non-league player trying to win the Ballon d'Or. And yes, you've seen in the thumbnail, for you long-time viewers, it is a long Shrimpwatch video. He doesn't feature that often because he's not loaded into the database most of the time. But today, he's here, and we're going to make a few tweaks and changes to try and get him to win the Ballon d'Or. Let's get into it. So, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Made him 200 potential ability. He's currently 69 potential ability. I think he's 20 at the start as well. I've toned him back down to 16 because, of course, we want him to get there as well. And in terms of his positions, I'm going to do this on the fly. Right back can go, as will centre back. I'm sorry, I don't care if you're going to play there more often than not, Finley. We're going to have you as a central midfielder, and that's what we're going to try and do going forward. We're going to use him as a central midfielder. I say we. The teams that he will sign for, he will be used as a central midfielder, unless they retrain him in another position, but I can't see why they would. His professional personality, have I tweaked his personality? I'm not sure if I have. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. Not sure if I've tweaked his personality. I probably have improved his professionalism and ambition, to be honest, because they are two of the key attributes to get to the promised land of the 200 potential ability, which we've given him. As you've seen on the fly, we've just changed his position. And the hope is, over the course of his career, he will make it to win the Ballon d'Or. Now, from central midfield, it's much harder. So, I think in the last one with Joey Ebbinge, we had 3 potential transfers we could do. We could do 1 loan move, 1 transfer within the same nation, and 1 transfer abroad. Well, I'm removing the transfer abroad because I think I made an error last time by going to Barcelona. So I'm going to remove that from the table and replace it with a secondary loan move. Now I'm going to remove the transfer within the UK, and I'm having a 3rd loan move. So we're going to have 3 transfers that we can do. All of them are going to be loans. No actual physical transfer. Is that a risk? Possibly. Anyway, first season with Scunthorpe. Let's go. Okay, so firstly, we can see Finley Shrimpton has gone up by 30 attribute points. He's now at 99. He's 17 years old, and he was sold by Scunthorpe for £450,000 to Aston Villa. He played 19 times last season for them, and I believe he would have gone in January. Yeah, the 8th of January. So unfortunately, for the second half of this season, he's been at Aston Villa and not playing at all, which is very disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. So, yeah, could he have improved more? Possibly. But he's only 17. He could still get there, and he probably will still get there. But of course, a loan move is definitely on the cards. He's at 99. Right, for me, that feels like we're going to be talking League 2. So, if we look at the season preview for a start, who's Matthew Smith for Wigan? Oh, he's at 110. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. We look at Colchester. Danny Cowley in charge. So we could play in all of those 3 positions. Going to do a playoff push. Oh, no, there you go. Right. 99. So he's the same as Arthur Reed. Better than Jay Mingy. Better than Matt Jay. Better than... Well, he's going to be the 3rd best player in the squad. And within, I would argue, 2 months, he's probably going to be the best player in the squad. So I'm going to send him to Colchester for a season on loan in League 2. Finley Shrimpton, their first loan move. Live stamp animation. Oops, that was moved to other club. No, he's moved to other club on loan. Excuse me. I could spell Colchester. Colchester. And we're going to move him until the end of June. Bang. There he goes. Finley Shrimpton is at Colchester for his 2nd season in the professional game. He's currently at 99 current ability. We're wanting a decent amount of game time and a decent little improvement. Let's go to 2025. See how he's getting on. Finley Shrimpton, 18 years young, improved 22 attribute points. And as you can see, he's starting to round out very, very nicely. Very nicely indeed. 32 games for Colchester, failed to score on any occasion. 27 of those were starts. He got 2 assists. Colchester in League 2, how did they get on? 11th. They actually didn't finish as high as the media expected them to. He was very much clearly the best player in the squad for a long portion of the season. Finley Shrimpton then, he had a great time. He's now wanted on loan by Watford in the Sky Bet Championship. 122. Gio Van Bronckhorst in charge of Watford. Well, look at me. Right, so he's at 122, and the first 2 players, the best 2 in the squad, are 135 and 136. And then you've got another one here, Georgi Chakvitadze, 127. So they're all better. A 122 here, Tom Deli Bashiri. They're all better. He's not going to get first team football at Watford. And they're going to finish mid-table in the Championship. Do we risk the Championship? Hear me out. Do we risk the Championship, yeah? Where he might not play as much, but he'll be playing at a higher level, so he'll probably improve more. Or do we guarantee a solid season in League 1? Because if we play every game in League 1, we're probably going to hit high 130s, low 140s as a guarantee. Whereas in the Championship, are we going to hit the 150s if we stay in the Championship? I'd argue no. We might if we played every game, but I don't think we're going to play every game, especially because we couldn't play every game at a team that's going to be winning week in, week out. We'd have to go to one of these teams at the bottom. And would they be winning and doing enough to improve as much? Because obviously you improve more when you win and play well. So I'm going to make an executive decision and I'm going to go down to League One. And I don't want to go for one of the relegated teams. I'm looking at Millwall. I'm looking at Plymouth Argyle. Neil Harris in charge. Right, so they're playing 4-4-2. Billy Mitchell, Kean Spence. Right, so we'd get into the Millwall squad. There's a player that's as good as him. Plymouth Argyle. Stephen Presley's in charge. That's a little bit more like it. 3 positions for him, right? So I like that straight off the bat. I'm already feeling the Plymouth. Adam Randell, right. Yeah, he's going to be Plymouth. He's going to Plymouth for another season on loan at 121. Sorry, Watford. You might want him. Not happening. Not happening at all. Let's go. Plymouth Argyle. And once again, we're going to end it at the end of June. Okay, and he's there. He's gone. 2026 is where we're going to go right now. While this loads, do let me know in the comments down below any other ideas for videos that you might have, as well as other players that you might want me to do this with, real life, or other positions that you might want me to tweak and mess around with, because I do like this format and I do think it's quite fun and a good challenge as well. So I think I'm definitely going to do it with a fullback, almost definitely. But let me know. Let me know what you think. Right, 135. Okay. Oh, 14 attribute points. Was that a mistake? Was that a mistake? Sky Bet League One, 37 games. He went up via the playoffs as well. So he went up via the playoffs. Fair play to him. They beat Burton 1-0 in the final. Paul Warren's in charge. He played. He got a 6.8, old Shrimpy. And he did get a singular goal for Plymouth Argyle during that season. Well, when was that goal? Here it is. It was a 2-1 win against Wycombe Wanderers. We can't even click on the match report, unfortunately. But there it was, a 48th minute winner. Coming from 1-0 down to win 2-1. Finley Shrimpton gets the 3 points for Argyle and helps them to the playoff victory over the course of his loan spell. 135 then. I kind of think I regret going to League One. I think the Championship probably would have been better. And I think the Championship is definitely where we're going to go now. So Sean Dyche is in charge of Aston Villa here. Are we going to go? Let's have a look, actually. Finley Shrimpton. So Hayden Hackney's much better. Boubacar Kamara. Okay, yeah. So our two, yeah. Okay, so we're just a bit off the pace. And we're actually quite overloaded here. We've got Douglas DeWeese, Yuri Tielemans. Oh, God, we are massively overloaded in central midfield. Oh, but a good loan spell here in the Championship should get him up to around that 150 mark, which should get him a bit of squad action. So that's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to, of course, it's back-to-back loan spells. It's 3 loan spells in a row. So kind of glad that we didn't have the transfer. Although I could have transferred him now. Actually, I probably couldn't, because I would have actually made it fair in between his value. He's worth 58 to 174. It'd have to be 110 million pounds, wouldn't it? In the Championship can afford that. No one. Let me tell you that, Sue. So Championship then. Season preview. Again, Nottingham Forest have got Europa League football. How? They just won the FA Cup? No. Oh my God, they've gone and won the Conference League. They won the Carabao Cup. They won the Carabao Cup in 2025. They won the bloody Conference League most recently. A 2-1 win against Rennes. And they got relegated. You do see it quite often, to be fair. They finished bottom as well. So relegated. Do I give him European football? Do I go Forest and give him European football? Oh, he might not even get in the squad. Players want to leave. Ibrahim Sangare wants to leave for £65 million. Yeah, and he's a good player. So he wouldn't get in the squad at the moment. There's a lot of wanted. There's a lot of requests. Will that all come to fruition? I don't know. I think I'm going to rule out Forest. We went to Sheffield United last time. What about Ipswich? Liam Rossini is in charge. What are they playing? They're playing a 4-3-3, attacking mid, but they've got 2 open spots here, it appears. So let's have a look. The 134. Okay, so he's already better than OK Yakuslu. And Noah Dilberto, better than him. Better than John Buckley. Better than Riley McGree. Right, he'll be the best central midfielder in the squad. 100%. So he's going to go to Ipswich. Ipswich Town, come on down. Finley Shrimpton is coming to town. I realise I just rhymed town with town, but, you know. I'm not a lyricist. I'm not a lyrical wizard. I'm an idiot who makes Football Manager videos. Ipswich Town. Here we go. And he's going on loan. So he's at 135. We need to be touching 150 with this loan move. This loan move it's our last card. Live stamp animation. There you go. For all of you who love my editing style and prowess. There we go. So this is it now. This is it. This is as much as we can jiggery poke. And we might be in a position where we might have to break the rules. Because we don't want this video to peter out, do we? Let's hope we don't. Let's go to 2027 then. Okay. North of 150 is good. I'd have probably taken 148 at that when we went to send him out on loan. So how did he do on loan at Ipswich Town? Hey man, he got promoted with Plymouth Argyle. He also scored a solitary goal for Ipswich. He got 6 assists, two player of the matches, but he was actually worse in average rating. 40 games and 3 appearances off the bench, and 43 times he appeared for them, including cup competitions. Now the championship. He finished 5th, so this time he got to the playoffs once again. Oh, and it was heartbreak. It was after extra time, losing to Forest, where we considered sending him. Sangare stayed. Nicholas Dominguez stayed, so he would not have played anywhere near as much. Danilo, bear in mind, he was at 135, so Danilo, yeah, he was already there. So we've got 3 players straight off the bat that I'm looking at. Murillo he's listed. So they don't want someone at 131 who's considered a regular starter. They wouldn't have wanted someone at 135, would they? Morgan Gibbs-White can play there, 140. I think it was the right move not to send him to Nottingham Forest. How did Forest do in the old Europa League, though? He got to the quarterfinals, losing to Havre. He won 2-1 in the semi-final, in the final of the playoffs. After extra time, it was Taiwo Awoniyi. Finley Shrimpton came off in the 107th minute. And that's where it all went wrong. Look at that. Subbed off in the 107th minute, 109th minute, Forest win it. So irrefutable proof that taking Finley Shrimpton off scuppers your playoff promotion hopes. It's there in black and white. I'm not a detective, but let me tell you, that's cut and dry. That is just irrefutable proof. I won't have anything in the comments against him to say that that's not the case, because it bloody is. So while Ipswich will spend another season in the Championship, Finley Shrimpton, who is rounding out to be an absolute phenomenal player, he is now officially a wonder kid. He might have officially been a wonder kid last time, I didn't notice. What is the wonder kid parameters? For someone who makes content and someone who does so much shite on wonder kids, I should know this. It's around the 140 mark. I think that magical number is current ability of 137, and they have to be under a certain age. Is it under 22? I'm asking the question. I'm giving you the answers like it's a question, because I'm sort of like waiting for someone to respond. There's no bugger in here. I'm going to get people in the comments and let me know. So yeah, please do let me know in the comments. Anyway, he's at 152. He's 20 years old. He's a wonder kid. He is professional, of course. Still, his loyalty, is that changed? Not too sure. But Emmanuel Idiarquez is the Aston Villa manager. Let's have a look then. So Douglas Luiz, he's better than Douglas Luiz. He's better than Yuri Tielemans. He's better than Hayden Hackney, who is now listed. The club don't want him. He's surplus to requirements, £38.5 million. Have a word. Boubacar Kamara, he's better than. Alan Rodriguez, he's better than. Nabil Fekir, better than. And also got a bid in from Southampton. Jacob Ramsey, he's actually better than Jacob Ramsey at this moment in time. And he will get better than Jacob Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey got a potential ability on this one of 170. I've definitely seen him higher than that. Definitely seen him higher than 170. He's not a 140 to 170 player. He's at least a 150 to 180. A couple of you actually mentioned in the comments on some other videos when I mentioned about the Rangers. I just assumed it was very common knowledge. So players have dynamic potential in Football Manager. For those of you who don't know, if you do know, just skip forward about 30 seconds. Players have dynamic potential, so there's a lot of players will have fixed current ability and fixed potential ability. There's a few, but there's a lot who have a range, and it's in pre-game editor. It's set like -10, -9, -8, -7. And what that means is a -10 will be 170 to 200. That will be their potential ability bracket. So when you open a new game, that player could have any potential ability within that range, 171 or 199 or 200 or whatever. So Jacob Ramsey, I think, is a 150 to 180 player, because it's usually a block of 30. So he won't be at the top end at 170, because I've definitely seen him better than a 170. So I think he's probably a 150 to 180. I could be wrong. But for those of you who didn't know, that is why I reference a 30 attribute bracket, because that is what FM throws up at times. So yeah, that's why I've referenced the 30 attribute bracket. So yeah, there you go. Jacob Ramsey, so better than Jacob Ramsey. We are literally. So who's better than us in the squad? Pau Torres, who can play defensive midfielder, but he is a centre back. So you're going to play Pau at centre back. Fine. Musa Diaby, who's on 160k a week. He plays... Where does Musa play? Well, he can play cam, but he don't play centre mid or defensive mid. So he's irrelevant. And he's absolutely rapid. If you play him down the middle, you are losing your mind. He is a winger through and through. Inside forward, inverted winger, whatever you want to do. Good dribbling, great speed. great agility. I wouldn't even play him up front. He's got okay up front attributes, but his winger attributes are just otherworldly. Costas Tsimikas, a left back, doesn't play where Shrimpers plays. And then, John McGinn. John McGinn can. He's 32. And we're only 3 attributes away from the Ginsters pasty. So I don't think we've got much problem there. So realistically, Shrimpton, who's on £18,500 a week, is not only due a bloody pay rise, he's due a boost in actual playing time, and he's going to get some first team football. So I'm actually really pleased we've actually made those moves. So this is going to be fantastic going forward. He's going to break into the Aston Villa first team. Now, where have Aston Villa been finishing, I hear you ask? Well, for a start, it's been Man City who've won 3 and Liverpool who've won 1. Newcastle second there and United third. Arsenal second 3 times in a row. They've still got Big Mikel in charge. Quick look over here, Carlo Ancelotti, because Pep left to go to PSG, of course he did. And why did Pep go there? Because Luis Enrique went to go and become manager of Bayern, because Bayern Munich decided, Thomas Tuchel resigned, went to Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso came in and got sacked. Ooh, he's now the manager of Liverpool, and they've just won the league. So we've come full circle in this manager merry-go-round. In the last season then, Aston Villa were 11th, 9th, 11th, 14th. So they've been mid-table. Aston Villa are currently mid-table. The media think they're going to finish mid-table. Can Shrimpton help propel them onto some European qualification? That would be a very successful season. We've got Europa Conference League football for Sunderland down here. They've won the Carabao Cup. Oh, it's like Jayhuahua all over again. That's how we first got into the Carabao Cup, through the Conference League, by winning the Carabao Cup. I'm all over the place today. He's actually got 20 under-21 caps as well. I forgot to mention that. So he's got 20 under-21 caps. He hasn't been capped by the national team yet, but that's only going to be a matter of time, surely. Only going to be a matter of time. Let's have a look at the national team then. Who is currently central midfielder? Kobbie Mainoo. Oh, well, he's got a very low 158. I think Kobbie, is he a 150 to 180 or is he a 140 to 170? I think he might be a 140 to 170, or he might have was that, and he's been updated, and he will get updated again at the next FM whenever that might or might not come out. So 158. So we're chasing down Kobbie Mainoo. Jude Bellingham is currently playing on the left attacking midfield, but he's at 187. So yeah, we're a while away from him. Phil Foden can also play there. We've not got many central midfielders here in the squad. Declan Rice. Oh, Rice and Trent are here. Yeah, sorry, because Declan Rice can play centre back. Right. Yeah. So we're quite a way away from getting into the England squad. But then, are we? Look at John Stones. He's 33. He's going to drop out of the squad, and you might move Rice back, and you might go, we need a player. I mean, they've got Archie Gray as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're a couple of seasons away from breaking into that England squad, but you better believe it. I'm sure we're going to be in that England squad. Just as a courtesy, while we're here, manager of Austria. Of course he is. Don't you worry. There's some more Ralph content coming your way, especially after how well the last one did. I just thought that'd just be a video that'd just get a couple of thousand views, bit of service to the fans, to love a bit of Ralph. Bloody 1 out of 10, wasn't it? Flew through the views. I think at the time recording, it's on about 8,500. 9,000, sorry. Recording this on a Sunday, about 24 hours after my thoughts on the delay of FM and channel update is going. 6 people have subscribed to this channel from that video, according to my analytics. Who's subscribed from that? Who's clicked on and not been a subscriber? For a start, like, who cares what's happening to my channel if you don't subscribe? I mean, a lot of you probably don't care if you do subscribe. I don't know how people have subscribed from that, but hey, welcome to the channel, I guess. Anyway, back to Shrimpers. So he's at Aston Villa. Let's go to 2028 and see how his first season in the Premier League fares. Oh, right. There's a lot to unpack here. Firstly, he's on international duty with England. Secondly, there's a bid of £75 million for Manchester City. Thirdly, he's wanted by Manchester City. Fourthly, his current ability is at 165. Fifthly, I think? 7 caps. So, first start, Finley Shrimpton. Aston Villa, 25 times last season he appeared for them, 2 times off the bench, 26 appearances in cup competition. So, the Premier Division then. Man City did win it, which is actually good considering that they want us. However, we finished 10th, which is very mid-table, so Finley didn't move the needle. He didn't do anything overly exciting. Man City won the league by 13 points. And they've got a bid in of 75 million for Finley Shrimpton. Well, who plays in central midfield for them? They've got Gavi, £316 million. I've never seen an over £300 million signing. This is the first time I've ever seen it. I've seen very high 200s in some of these experiments, and some of you have commented, I've never seen a signing that expensive. There you go. records are here to be broken, and records have been broken. It's not great that it's on a player that plays in our position, and Man City are also trying to sign our player. However, Javi Guerra is 25, £116 million. He is, Mateus Nunes is listed. You want to get rid. Surplus to requirements. Saudi Arabia want him. Nico Gonzalez, £58 million from Porto. He's also wanted by Barcelona. Now, he's at 160. Let's not forget, we're at 165. We are at 165. So first, Alex Hammond. Doesn't she present this morning? Alison Hammond. Alex Hammond. Benny Sesko is here, playing second fiddle to Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland, of course, is absolutely amazing. Franco Mastantuano, Joel Ndala, Brian Bueno, signed for 70 million from Brentford. Doesn't feel like the best signing for them. Bernardo Silva, Gavi, Sivert Mansverk. I'll be honest with you. Oh, Rodri. Yeah, Rodri. Forgot about him. But we're at 165. Look, at the very least, we're in amongst it. We're a squad option here. Current ability. Let's have a look. Where would we sit? We'll sit here next to Javi Guerra. So there'll be what? How many players better than us? 9. How many players play central midfield? Ben Sesko? No. Ederson? No. Bernardo Silva can, but currently isn't. And he's 33. So he's declining. He's at 171 anyway. Ruben Diaz? No. Josko Gvardiol? No. Phil Foden can, but probably doesn't. Rodri and Gavi do. Erling Haaland? No. So there's 2 players, really, that are going to keep us out of the team. And we currently play a bloody diamond. He only goes and plays a fucking diamond, doesn't he? 4 central midfield spots for the Shrimpmeister. Now, he's not going to take the cam. He's not going to take the campus. There's 3 spots here for Shrimpers. Come on. £75 million. So he's actually going to get some game time, and he's probably going to be winning trophies. Now, to win the Ballon d'Or, you have to be winning trophies. Have Man City been winning the Champions League? They have. They've just won the Champions League. Premier League and Champions League double. West Ham won the FA Cup, beating Liverpool 4-0. Thiago Almada with 2. Anthony Robinson and Lucas Boy. Who's he? Time from Granada. At 4-0. No manager. I was surprised after that Champions League, FA Cup final. Xabi Alonso was sacked. Oh, devastating. Devastating. They've got Florian Wirtz. Not a lot of other players, though. Rico Lewis. Who else is there that's not really recognisable? I mean, there's a couple of names that, but they don't jump out to be world. I mean, Florian Wirtz is fantastic, but you've got, where is Van Dijk? Obviously gone. Where's Salah? Obviously gone. So they're 2 of your biggest players gone. But work the space has got to look forward to in the network game, isn't it? Newcastle won the Carabao against Chelsea. So, Champions League, FA Cup, Champions League and League double for Manchester City. Finley Shrimpton is on his way there at 165 current ability. We can't do anything with transfers, so we've just got to grin and bear it and hope that they don't go and buy more players in that central midfield role. So let's go 2029 and see how he gets on in his first season with Man City. If he even goes there, he might not even go there. This deal might fall apart. Have Man City got the money for it? Oh yeah, season budget 257 million, remaining budget 337. So they've actually made a sale. Who've they sold? James Garner. James Garner. Why did they have James Garner? They signed him for £66 million. And they've sold him to Liverpool for 51. I was going to say they've absolutely mugged Liverpool off there, but they've been mugged off themselves. He's an all right player, is James Garner. 160 potential, to be fair. I've had him before. He's a decent player. He's decent. Is he 60 odd million pounds? Decent. Not sure. They've got rid of Jeremy Pino for £11.25 million. That feels like some of the worst transfer business I've ever seen in my life. A 175 current and potential ability player worth, how much did they pay for him? £69 million. Loan of £1.8 million. And then minimum cost. They had to pay £800,000 intermediary fee. Why did they want to get rid of him so bad? He came and didn't do too badly. Oh, I know why. They don't play bloody wingers now, do they? No spot for him. Manuel Akanji has also gone to Juve. Yeah. So who's in charge here? So it's Ancelotti. Sorry. Yeah, Ancelotti. He's been here for just over 2 years. Yeah, so he came in and started playing a diamond, and Jeremy Pino, there's no space for him. No space for Pino. And that's actually a good point. Like, why have they got so many... Well, they haven't got so many wingers, have they? Brian Bueno was signed by Pep, and then Ancelotti came in and doesn't play him. Of course he doesn't. Okay, it's 2029. Let's go. Okay, then. So, 172. £102 million it was. The transfer fee, minimum cost of 75, 102 including add-ons. Those add-ons have been hit 29 times he played. Only 4 of those were starts. 25 off the bench. Now, he did play quite a lot in cup competitions, and he's been playing internationally. 14 starts, 34 off the bench is not quite good enough. That being said, he has now improved to 172. He's on £110,000 a week. 18 caps, 1 goal for England. Marco Silva's in charge. Lost in the quarter-finals to France. And yeah, Finley Shrimpton, he came on right near the end. When did he come on? On in the 79th minute. Didn't give him enough minutes. Did not give him enough minutes. You see? Look at this. He comes on in the 52nd minute. He's instrumental in that second goal. I can't prove it to you because we can't say, but take my word for it. He was instrumental in it. Bukayo Saka said so himself, who scored it. So you calling him a liar? I didn't think so. So yeah, Finley Shrimpton, instrumental, ran 4.1 kilometres in less than 40 minutes. That's good, isn't it? Not bad pace. Dude, he's not actually going on there to run, just going on to play a bit of football. He's out of the game. Genius. Fantastic. Didn't do enough against France. Didn't get enough time. And here he is. He's only gone and popped up with a goal here against Kosovo. Starting. So there you go. He's at 172 anyway. 172 in terms of his current ability. He is improved brilliantly, considering he's not played that many starts. Now, that's going to bode well for him, being at 172, because that's probably going to just edge him into that first team that little bit more. Speaking of where they are. So they won the league. So they won the league last season by 10 points. So that Finley Shrimpton has won the league. He's also won the Champions League. Let's have a quick look at that. A 3-1 win in the Champions League final. And as you can see here, but once again, he comes on in the 71st minute. He's barely been on the pitch 5 minutes and Sivert Mansverk scores. So once again, instrumental in getting that 2-goal lead back. Yeremy Pino against his former club. It was 1-1 for a while. Obviously, penalty. The penalty was won. Shrimpers wasn't even on the pitch at this moment in time. He's giving it all that, putting pressure on the ref. The fourth official's giving it a bit of that in the air. The penalty's been given. Shrimpers from the sideline. Erling Haaland's come over to actually consult with Shrimpton because he's like, I might be a good forward. I might be breaking records, but I could probably just do with a little word in the ear from the Shrimpmeister. So he's come over, he's had a word with Shrimpers, and he's told him, he's like, chill out, Erling. You got this. Put it in the corner. Bang. 2-1. Champions League final. Erling Haaland was falling apart. Not Shrimpton. Oh no. Finley Shrimpton kept his cool, comes on, he doesn't even get involved for the goal. Look at this. He was on for 29 minutes. No, he's on for 19 minutes. He's only run 2.5 kilometres. What's he doing? Training for the Olympics? Although Alvarez did run more. Unnecessary. Oh, look at me, look how far I've run. Yeah, just headless chicken, Julian. And Sivert scored, yeah. Let him have that limelight. We don't need it. We'll have it later with the Ballon d'Or. Anyway, Premier League and Champions League win. Lost in the FA Cup quarter-final to Wolves. And the Carabao... We were even in the Carabao Cup. 4th round to Brentford. Bloody hell. Great win there against Middlesbrough. 7-0. Erling Haaland with 5. That's all Finley Shrimpton's doing as well. Because he came on and got a 6.5. So, what can you say? Now, at the moment, he's actually slotted in as the defensive midfielder. Let's have a look at the current ability of the entire squad. So, Matisse Tell has been signed for splashing the cash, aren't they? They've just signed him for £279 million. Ruben Dias is there. Joshko Gvardiol. Right, so we've still got Phil Foden, Rodri, Gavi, Erling Haaland. I'd say... Well, he's better than Nico Gonzalez by a mile. He's at 172 here. We've not got... what's his face? I've literally forgot his name. Bernardo Silva, there we go. So they signed Shrimpers. They've also, in this season, they bought Ilya Zabani from Napoli and then Matisse Tell just most recently. Of course, players that went out... Bernardo Silva actually went to Al Hilal. £103 million at the start of the season, so he wasn't there all season. So Shrimpers didn't play loads, but he's in the England squad. He's won the Premier League. He's won the Champions League. He's in the England seasonal best 11. Is he? That's overall. Sorry, 2028. There he is. Alongside Declan Rice, Finley Shrimpton is in the England squad. He's 22 years old. He's got 28 attribute points to get to 200. I think he's definitely going to get there. This season is going to be crucial. Manchester City, 2030, here we come. Look at him. 110k a week. You be smug, Finley. You deserve it, lad. Well, he's at 185. That's 13 attribute points jumped. 30 caps for England. Oh, 23 starts, 11 off the bench. He is now getting into that first team more. 1 goal, 4 assists. In a Premier League winning side. On goal difference. Oh my God, they beat Manchester United on goal difference. The drama. What happened on the final day? What happened on that final day? Manchester United won 3-2. Bruno Fernandes got sent off as well. Marcus Rashford scored late. 3-0 for Man City though. Comfortable. And again there, 3-0. Comfortable. United won. Yeah, okay. Lamine Yamal at United for free. Right, okay. So he wants to leave. Wants a new deal to reflect his ability. Finley, you arrogant bastard. You've got everything because of me. This is all my doing. Look at how good he is though. Look at his polygon. I mean, to be fair, he's on 185 current ability. He's on £115,000 a week. Let's have a look at the Manchester United. Let's have a look at the Manchester City squad. He's the second best player in the squad. And look, Erling Haaland, 650k a week. Gavi at 183, 650k a week. Foden, 178, 525. Gvardiol, 178, 625. Tell, 550 at 175. I can understand why he wants a new deal, to be honest. I'd take that back. I take all that back, Finley. And do you know what the biggest kick in the balls is? He's got a price here. Every other bugger, not for sale, not for sale, not for sale. Finley Shrimpton, for sale apparently, at a price. Second best player in the squad, good old Finley. Currently in the England squad. How are England doing? They've got Marco Silva in charge. Just gone through against Ecuador on penalties in the second round. And of course, well, he wasn't needed. Save your best takers to last. And he was coming up fifth, wasn't he? Of course he was. Came off in the 78th minute, the Shrimpers. He'd done his job. He'd done his job. We were 4-2 up. He'd played that key pass. Wasn't an assist because whoever got on the end of it couldn't bloody finish it off. 1-0 against Germany. Harry Kane. As you can see here, 2 key passes for Shrimpers. The assist was from Ramsdale. He route 1. Oh, we watch the goal. We can watch this. Look at this. Oh, this is disgusting. International football. Why is Harry Kane number 3? Did you see that? It says there, number 3. What the hell? Anyway, we're currently in the World Cup and we're qualified. We're in the round of 16 against Senegal. 185 for Shrimpton. Manchester City have won the Premier League. They did not win the Champions League. It was Liverpool beating Real Madrid. And unfortunately, Big Carlo, he's retired from management. Now, for me, he's there with Gavi. He's actually better than Gavi now, so I can't see how he won't get in the team. But how will a new manager dynamic affect things? Will he come in and want a clean house? Will he come in and see that he wants a new deal and go, you know what, Finley, you can go? You never know, do you? You don't know. Arsenal won the FA Cup beating Leeds in the final. And Manchester United beat Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. Well, it's going to be 2031 when we come back. Let's go. God, this video's rumbled on. I keep waffling, that's why. Oh well, give you your money's worth. Give you a long Shrimpwatch. 195. Okay. He's only going to score another bloody goal for England. Probably the World Cup final. Ugh, embarrassing, isn't it? Right, 33 games, all starts. This guy doesn't come off the bench unless it's a cup competition where, he was obviously desperate in that cup competition. He only played 3 games and crossed the FA Cup and Carabao Cup all season. 2 goals, 6 assists, 7.09. 11 games continentally, 3 goals. 12 games internationally. So where are we starting? We'll start off with Manchester City, who've got Jurgen Klopp in charge, right? And they're playing a 4-3-3. So Shrimpers and Gavi are there, and you've got Eunice Wolf just behind. He's on £550,000 a week. He got that new deal. He deserves that new deal. Fair play to him. Finley Shrimpton is now as good as Erling Haaland, and he's about to overtake him. Manchester City did not win the Champions League. It was Real Madrid beating Juve in the final. United beat Liverpool after extra time in the FA Cup. And the Carabao Cup was Arsenal beating United. So the same fixture as the previous season, but the scoreline was reversed. Finley Shrimpton then, how has he been getting on? He was Premier Division champion, of course. Arsenal won the league last season. I didn't even notice that. Bloody hell. 5 points. Antonio Conte's Arsenal. So yeah, not a great season for Jurgen. Didn't win anything. England seasonal best 11. Man City seasonal best 11. There he is, Finley Shrimpton. All time. Not there yet. You better believe he's going to be on the way for the Shrimpmeister. Well, let's not dilly-dally now. I'm assuming he's not gone anywhere near a golden ball. No, it's just killing Mbappe, isn't it? Bukayo Saka's won 1. Did he win the NHGN? No. How old do you have to be? Whatever. Okay, Erling Haaland's unhappy. Failing to challenge for the Premier Division. Well, we challenged. Only 32 then. Come on, Klopp. Okay, so Shrimpton, he's at 200 out of 200. There he is, in all his glory. 200 out of 200. 575. £1,000 a week. He's only going to get himself another goal. I forgot to check in on the World Cup. I forgot. 4 goals, 7 assists this season for Man City in a season where they won the Premier League. Yes, they did. I said that before I even looked. By 10 points. Look at that. Footballer of the Year, Matis Tell for Man City. Players player, Matis Tell. Young player, Julius Kanzer. Team of the Year, Shrimpton. He's there alongside Phil Foden. Of course he is. 7.4. 7.2 overall rating. Jurgen Klopp did not win the Champions League. It's his old club Liverpool who won it. Not got himself an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup either. And unfortunately, it wasn't to be, was it? After extra time, Bukayo Saka scored against Senegal and they lost 3-0 to Portugal. Bruno Fernandes on a hat-trick, got himself sent off. And then, of course, qualifying now for the Euros. Okay, so we did get to the Euros, but we're out. We're already out. We've not qualified. Group of death with Spain and Netherlands, and we're out. Well, what a shambles that is. All right. Well, let's start moving this on. He's 25 years old. Let's go to 2035. He'll be 28. He's at his potential. So yeah, let's see what trophies he can win on the way to 28. Okay, so he's just 86 caps, 10 goals. He's just a superstar. And you look at this: 33 games, 7 goals, 10 assists, 7.34. 2033-34. Man City have only won the league once in those 3 years, and it was actually 33-34. 2 more Champions Leagues, though. Thomas Tuchel's now in charge. Shrimpers, of course, is still playing. Of course he is. Oh, 2 FA Cups. 2-0 in the final against Arsenal. Oh my God, and only Shrimpmeister scored. Open the scoring. Set the tone. Have a bit of that. Can you believe that? No Carabao. Oh, a Carabao Cup back here as well, sorry. They have won a Carabao Cup. So let's go and quickly look back at the schedule. The Champions League final against Man United, a 2-1 win. Lost 4-2 in the Carabao Cup final in 33-34. We won the FA Cup against Sheffield United, Erling Haaland with the goal. Beat Chelsea 3-1 in the Carabao Cup final. And this season, 2-0 in the FA Cup final against Arsenal. Yeah, we saw that. What a win. Finley Shrimpton with the goal. And look at that. England Player of the Year, 3 years in a row. Finley Shrimpton. He also won the Club World Championship with Manchester City. Of course, we've last here, and there you go. Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, Bukayo Saka, Vinicius Jr., Ape Matar Sarr, Amine Stevens, Ansu Fati, Pedri, and Matis Tell. Yeah, so 2035, he's still not won it. He is becoming a dominant force for Manchester City. He is absolutely loving life. He's on £700,000 a week as well. Is he their highest earning player? Oh, you better believe he is. You better believe he is. Finley Shrimpton, nearly on £1 million a week. Might be there. If he's got a, what's his contract saying? Yearly wage rise of 5%. Bloody hell. 8.1% of the club's total wage bill on Finley Shrimpton. Well, how old is he? 28. 28 years old. We have 5 more years. Let's go to 2040. Oh, he's now down at 192. He's a model professional. He's 33 years old. He's still at Manchester City. So firstly, let's have a look at his career stats. He's had, oh, look at this for a season here. 12 assists, 9 goals, 7.5. He's playing phenomenal. Just won the Premier League. Jack Wilshere's in charge. He has been here for nearly 2 years in charge. Thomas Tuchel stayed for 3 years and 281 days. He left the club. Jack Wilshere's fantastic as a manager as well. Also won the Champions League. So they won it twice in the last 5 years. The Premier League just once in the last 5 years. Finley Shrimpton is not only best player of the club and the most, well, he's earning £525,000 a week. So he's not carried on earning more and more money. But he is the captain. He's the captain. Fair play to him. We're going to look at the Golden Ball then. The last year, Martin against Liverpool. And then he won it again. Jorn Ozcock second and Yerson Tuisaba in third. Then again, Yerson Tuisaba won it and Jan Ozcock second, Lamine Yamal third. And yeah, he's just not winning it. The Shrimpmeister's not even getting a look in, is he? Oh dear, he's 33 as well now. It's just not going to happen for him, is it? Really not going to happen. He's on his way back down. Is he a Man City legend yet? Jack Wilshere's favoured personnel. He's not. He's there in favoured personnel. Is that it? Is that it? Favoured clubs, Colchester and Man City. He liked Colchester, did he? He went there on loan. He's won plenty of Champions Leagues. Won anything with England? Got to the quarters of the Euros, lost to Netherlands. Oh my God, what happened here? Lost 7-2 to France in the bloody World Cup final. The final! 7-2! What on earth? Look at that, Finley Shrimpton with 2 goals against Iran. Steps up. That's why Erling Haaland came over to him in the Champions League final for advice on a penalty. Finley Shrimpton tucked it away. 14 penalty taking. Composure, 19, yeah? Composure personified. Loved it. 2040. We're in the second round against Romania. Can we do anything? Well, we'll see, won't we? How old is he? 33. Let's go to 30. He'll be 37. Let's go to 2044. Oh, he's gone. That doesn't bode well, does it? Can't even have 4 more years. 3 more years then. No, still gone. 2 years then. He's already gone. Only 33 last time we were here. So he's retired at the latest 35. He retired at 34. Right, he's here. He retires imminently. Still at Man City, never left. A couple more good seasons, 2 more Premier League winning seasons as well. So that's good. Jack Wilshere's just doing the business. Leipzig winning the Champions League, which is not what you see every day. Finley Shrimpton has won. He won an FA Cup again back there. Won a Carabao Cup there in 2040-41. 162 caps, 23 goals for England. Currently in the World Cup. Lost in the second round to Romania. England are rubbish. Dominating here. Hey, Marvin. Look. Hey, it's Marvin Whittier. Fresh Prince of West Yorkshire. If he gets to 169, I'd be happy. He's faster. He's got a much different polygon. It's the same name. This is interesting. Oh my God. At 34 years old, he came runner-up. He retires now. This is it. But it doesn't get calculated until later. So he'll have gone. We're going to give him more 1 year. Oh my God, he came second. Can you believe that? If he retires, there's no way. Unless he wins the World Cup. Right, 43. Oh, so yeah, so Golden Ball. Golden Ball. Come on. Come on. Oh, he didn't even make the top 3. Oh, he's an assistant manager. Unemployed assistant manager who's got 4 attributes. Although, they won the World Cup. Finley Shrimpton getting a 6.7 and a yellow card for good measure. 4-1 up, decided to get a yellow card, kicked someone. Go on, Finley, lad. Who was the captain? How can we tell who the captain was here? Did it tell us? It doesn't tell us. But he won the World Cup. He won plenty of Champions Leagues, won plenty of Premier Leagues. Unfortunately, Carabao Cup again, World Cup, yeah, Premier League, like I say, loads. The goal 50. I don't know why he came second in the goal 50. Golden Ball runner-up. European Men's Player of the Year runner-up. Football of the Year, 3rd place. There he is, yeah. Team of the Year. I don't suppose he's got in there. He has. Oh my God. 2041. He's there. All seasons. He's not, of course. But do you know what? He's had a bloody good career as Finley. He did really well. Runner-up as well, right near the end. Can't say fairer than that. What an effort that was. So let me know in the comments down below. Any players you'd like me to do this with or other positions, we'll certainly have a go. Do we ever go again with Finley? I don't know if we bother. Basically being too similar. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below and other positions you might want to do this. Or other ideas in general. I'm all ears, especially with plenty more of FM24 on the horizon. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. And that's all there is to say. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Take good care of yourselves. See you soon.